Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new session. Today we are going to discuss Elizabeth Bishop as a poetess. Dear students, uh, before going on to go through this very short and very brief introductory uh, life sketch and some hints about the poetry of this modern poetess Elizabeth Bishop, we need to know that it is essential, just like other poets and authors, to go through this life sketch to know how the how the life of this poetess has affected her production, that is the poetry she produced. बेटे ये एज ए पोइटस का इंतहाई मुख्तसर हम जायज़ा लेंगे इसका, एलिज़ाबेथ बिशप का, वक़्त की कमी को मलहूज़ रखते हुए। ये सवाल चूँकि इम्तहान में कभी पूछा तो नहीं गया है, ना ही इम्कान होता है कि एज ए पोइटस डिस्कस करें, ताहम इसकी लाइफ स्केच में से गुज़रना और इसके कुछ इंग्रेडिएंट्स और फीचर्स को जानना जो है वो ज़रूरी होता है, ताकि हम मेन जो इसकी प्रोडक्शन जिससे हमारा साहब का है उनको समझ सकें कि ये किस तरह का आइडिया जो पोइटस हमारे सामने रखती है। प्लीज़ वेरी क्विकली मेन इसके जो लाइफ पॉइंट्स, इसकी ज़िंदगी के हिस्से के कुछ अहम निकात हैं, हम बस उनको टच करेंगे, लीविंग असाइड द डिटेल्ड डिस्कशन। प्लीज़ Introduction. Elizabeth Bishop was born in 1911 in Worcester, Massachusetts, United States of America, surely, and grew up there and in Nova Scotia. Her father died before she was a year old in her infancy, and her mother suffered seriously from mental illness. She was committed to an institution, mental hospital, when Bishop was only 5 years old. Raised first by her maternal grandparents in Nova Scotia, Bishop's wealthy parental grandparents eventually brought her to live in Massachusetts, the city area, coming from the townish area. During her lifetime, Bishop was a respected yet somewhat obscure figure in the world of American literature. But after her death, she became a popular figure, recognized as a great poetess of the American literary world. Dear students, it is important and pertinent to note that since her death in 1979, her reputation has grown to the point that many critics like Larry Rother in the New York Times have referred to her as one of the most important American poets of the 20th century indeed. Bishop was a perfectionist. अंडरलाइन करते जाइएगा ये बेटे सारे जुमले, कोटेबल सेंटेंसेस। ये पिछली कोटेशन, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट अमेरिकन पोइट्स, और ये अगले अच्छे प्रेज वाले जुमले हैं। बिशप was a perfectionist in her poetry, who did not write prolifically, preferring instead to spend long periods of time polishing and trimming her work. ये कोई बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोलिफिक जो है ना इसने नहीं लिखा, बहुत ज़्यादा बल्क में नहीं लिखा है। जो भी लिखा उसको ट्रिम करने में, पॉलिश करने में, निखारने में, उसको नफासत लाने में लगी रही, उसमें करेक्शंस कर करके उसको बेहतरी लाने की कोशिश। She published only 101 poems during her lifetime. Her verse is marked by precise descriptions of the physical world and an air of poetic serenity. This is very important. देखिए बेटे, ये बड़ी मुख्तसर किस्म की डिस्क्रिप्टिव पोएम्स हैं, और स्वाय एक दो लेंथी पोएम्स के, जिनमें से एक हमारे ज़ेरे मुताला भी आएगी। But her underlying themes include the struggle to find a sense of belonging, loss of identity, and the human experiences of grief and longing. She lost everything as a child, parents, loving beings, and there is a wide gap. There is surely a hunger, a thirst of affection, thirst of love. She is missing something creamy in life. Elizabeth Bishop, an American poetess who was born in 1911 and died in 1979, surely stands as a very prominent figure in American literature today. Elizabeth Bishop's father died when she was an infant, as we have already known, and her mother was taken to a mental hospital, painfully aware of death and defeat. Therefore, she grew up in Nova Scotia and Boston and began to write poems as a schoolgirl before going to Vassar College, New York. To a Tree, her first poem creation, with its reference to teeny tragedies and grotesque griefs, is an extremely assured performance for a girl of 16. She started writing at a very early age in her school life. The mature song expresses Bishop's feelings of isolation as she measures the distance between herself and others, gap between human beings. The friends have left. ये उसकी दो तीन लाइनें हैं. The sea is bare, that was strewn with floating fresh green weeds. For Bishop, life is a gift that always seems just out of reach. क्या जुमला है, ये इसके मानी के अंदर उतरे. Yes, but having so many yes and buts with it. जिंदगी एक तोहफा तो है, लेकिन पहुंच से दूर है. There is the sting, there is the pang of pain she feels as a human being. Loss of parentage, loss of near ones, the greatest loss indeed. Dear students, Bishop was educated at the elite Walnut Hills School for Girls and Vassar College. Her years at Vassar were tremendously important to Bishop. There she met Marianne Moore, a fellow poet who also became a lifelong friend of ours. After graduating from the school and college, Vassar College, Bishop lived in New York City for some time and traveled extensively in France, Spain, Ireland, Italy, Brazil, and North African countries like that. Her poetry is filled, therefore, with descriptions of her journeys and the sights she saw there during these travels from place to place as a world wanderer, world traveler, you may say. In 1938, she moved to Key West, where she wrote many of the poems that eventually were collected in her first volume, North and South, 1946. Her second poetry collection, poems, North and South, A Cold Spring, 1955, received the Pulitzer Prize as well. Dear students, then in 1944, she left Key West, the area of Key West, New York, and for 14 years she lived in Brazil with her lover, the architect Lota de Macedo Soares, in Petropolis. A very strange type of life for 14 years. After Soares took her own life, committed suicide in 1967, Bishop spent less time in Brazil than in New York, San Francisco, and Massachusetts, where she took a teaching profession at Howard in 1970 and near about 70s. That same year, she received a National Book Award in Poetry for the complete poems. Her reputation increased greatly in the years just prior to her death. जैसे जैसे मौत करीब आती गई, इसे शायरा की हैसियत से शोहरत मिलना शुरू हुई, particularly after the 76 publication of Geography 3, the third collection, and her winning of the Nosted International Prize for Literature of Germany. Dear students, Elizabeth Bishop worked as a painter as well as a poet. She was a professional painter as well, and her works, like visual art, is known for its ability to capture significant scenes. That is why she has got both the souls of a poet and a painter merged in one soul. तो बेटे इसीलिए इसकी नज़में जो है ना वो मंजर कशी के एतबार से बहुत खूबसूरत होती हैं. एक पेंटर की तरह से वो पेंट करती है अपने लफ्ज़ों को. Though she was independently wealthy and thus enjoyed a life of some privilege, rather pump and show, much of her poetry celebrates working class settings. She feels for the working class people, middle class people, busy factories, farmhouses, and fishing villages, etc., etc. Analyzing her small but significant body of work for bold type, Ernie Hilbert wrote, another critic, and important lines here. Bishop's poetics is one distinguished by tranquil observation, craft-like accuracy, care for the small things of the world, a miniaturist's discretion. जैसे miniatures पेंटिंग में miniatures छोटी छोटी तस्वीरें बना जुजियात का ध्यान रखने वाले लोग, and attention, unlike the pert and woolly poetry that came to dominate American literature by the second half of her life poems are quite balanced. जैसे वो तूफानी किस्म की शायरी आपको नज़र आती है 50 और 60 की दहाई में, इसके यहाँ ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. देयर इज़ बैलेंस, देयर इज़ स्टैंडर्ड, देयर इज़ पॉइज, देयर इज़ ट्रैंक्विलिटी, देयर इज़ calmness, there is no stormy passion. Remember this. There is no stormy passion in her poetry. We find a balance of vision. Life is presented as she sees, but she presents it with a balance, with a tranquil mind, with no stormy passion, nothing superfluous. Everything is trimmed, everything is within limits. She never goes beyond limits, remember. She never touches upon the topics vulnerable to vulgarity or something like that. Dear students, before saying goodbye to you people, remember that Elizabeth Bishop is labeled as a poetess of poise and calm, tranquility and balance, a poetess who never goes beyond her limits. She is a perfectionist, therefore, she presents a perfect picture of life, has got a very affectionate, sympathetic approach to the working class, middle class people, strata of life, and she is a poetess who has got a very great and very keen eye of observation, and she paints her pictures, small pictures, scenes she picks from real life as living spectre, living picture of life indeed. Thank you very much, dear children, for being with me for this discussion on the life sketch and some features of the poetry of Elizabeth Bishop. See you soon in our next discussion with the next topic. Till then, it is Allah Hafiz and goodbye from my side.